Only 24 hours ago, this player got banned in ExtremeCraft. But what is it exactly that got him banned? Before we jump into the actual 1v1 duel moments, I will show you a couple of clips of this player's gameplay. This is the moment I met this player on survival server in ExtremeCraft. Did you catch anything strange from his gameplay, or do you think it looks just normal? I dueled this player just a week before he got banned, and the clips that I will show you ahead are very revealing. Let's take a closer look and break down what this player was doing that got him banned. Welcome to Cheaters Analysis Episode 5. For our first suspicious moment in this fight, the first thing that really stood out to me wasn't even visual. It was the sound of his hits. His clicks sound insanely fast, almost like helicopter blades. Just constant, rapid, and very uniform. Listen closely here. I've heard fast clicking in the past, but this felt different. It sounded like he was using something much stronger, possibly hitting around 30 to 50 clicks per second, while still bypassing the server's limit or any kind of protection. I don't think this could be a butterfly mouse, drag mouse, or even a double-click modified mouse, given the speed and the accuracy with which he tracks my movements. If he was using any of these three configurations, this is not the actual speed and accuracy we would see. Instead, it would look and sound slower and less accurate. This is because any of these three configurations have a cost, and most of these methods sacrifice accuracy over speed. The second thing I noticed was his aim behavior. His accuracy is very high, but it doesn't feel like the usual aim lock I've seen before. Normally, with aim assist, the crosshair looks glued or snapping directly onto the target, but here it feels a bit different. I was able to break out of his combos relatively fast, and once I did, he would lose accuracy for a moment before recovering. Pay attention to this clip here. Because of several moments where his tracking does look glued to my hitbox, and other moments where he loses track of my hitbox very easily, I am not fully convinced this is aim assist. From what I felt during the fight, this looks more like trigger bot behavior rather than full aim assistance. And this leads us into the third point, which is what I believe is happening here. It looks like a combination of trigger bot with very high CPS. The main reason I say this is because of how his hits activate. Throughout the fight, he's not constantly swinging his sword into the air or onto the ground. Instead, his clicks seem to activate only when he's about to make contact with you. And when they do, they come out at full speed. Here, take a closer look. If this was a regular auto-clicker, we would expect to see constant swinging even when there's no target. But that's not really happening here. The clicks feel conditional, not constant. Another thing I noticed during this fight is how fast and precise everything feels from his side. His movement, tracking, and hit timing all look very smooth and responsive. Part of that could be explained by a strong gaming setup. A high-performance computer can give you higher and more stable frames per second, lower input delay, and smoother frame timing, which makes your aim and reactions feel more precise. Look closely here. It can also reduce stuttering or lag spikes, so everything looks more consistent overall. And in some cases, that can make tools like fast clicking or trigger-based hits feel even cleaner and more effective. But of course, a good setup alone doesn't explain everything we're seeing here. So for our final verdict, given the evidence and after reviewing this footage, we can safely say that this player was most likely using a combination of trigger bot and fast clicking. It could also be a mix of aim assist with auto or fast clicking. But based on the behavior we saw, trigger-based activation seems more consistent. Moreover, after reviewing the ExtremeCraft records on its website, this player has been banned just 24 hours ago. Thank you for watching. Episodes like this are exactly why I started Cheaters Analysis. Not just to call things out, but to understand what we're actually seeing in these fights. Every episode, we get a little better at recognizing the difference between skill and something else. If you enjoy content like this and you want to keep breaking these moments down with me, consider subscribing for more. I appreciate your time, and I'll see you in the next episode.